Omonike, Babatunde. You can listen to us via our website at www.diamondfm.net. Our jobs live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app on Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Let's go away, please.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
You're welcome back from that short break. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked the Nigerian Senate to approve a bill seeking a major expansion and reform of the Court of Appeal. The proposal, transmitted to the Senate and read today at plenary, was contained in a letter addressed to the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. In the letter, Tinubu called for an increase in the number of justices of the appellate court from 70 to 110 as part of a broader judicial reforms. According to the president, the amendments are intended to strengthen the institutional capacity, efficiency, and effectiveness of the Court of Appeal in line with constitutional provisions and evolving realities within the justice sector. Following the reading of the letter, Senate President Godswill Akpabio referred the bill to the Senate Committee on Rules and Business for further legislative consideration. President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has charged members of the 10th National Assembly to approach the remaining month of their tenure with urgency, discipline, and a strong sense of legacy, declaring that the Senate has entered the final stretch of its legislative journey. Akpabio gave the charge today in Abuja while delivering his welcome address at the first plenary sitting of the Senate in 2026 following the Christmas and New Year recess. He urged senators to convert feedback gathered from their constituencies during the break into meaningful legislation and effective oversight actions that directly address the needs of Nigerians. The Senate President noted that despite the recess, the nation continued to face economic pressures, security concerns, and social challenges, stressing that lawmakers must now respond with renewed commitment and focus. Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak heartily rejoices with His Royal Highness Oba Joel Olani Olufayo II, the Oloro of Oro Kingdom, on the anniversary of his birth today, January 27, 2026. In a statement released today by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Rafiu Ajakaye, the governor commended the monarch for his developmental initiatives and support for peace and harmony in Oro and adjoining communities. Governor Abdulrazak urges the monarch to continue on the path of peace, reconciliation, and continuous advancement of Oro Kingdom. He wishes the Olufayo II long reign in good health, abundant grace, and happiness. Jos, capital of Plateau State, is aglow festivities today as Governor Caleb defects from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. Vice President Kashim Shettima will lead the party leaders who will receive the governor at the Polo Ground in the heart of the ancient city. Also expected at the rally are the national chairman, Professor Nitawe Yolwatda, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, House of Representatives Speaker Tajudeen Abbas, former Plateau Governor Simon Lalong, and members of the Progressives Governors Forum, PGF, led by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma. Muftuang will receive the APC flag along with its deputy Josephine Pio, House of Assembly members, commissioners, advisors, local government chairmen, and other PDP chieftains. The House of Representatives had a committee probing agricultural subsidies, intervention funds, aid, and grants as summoned the Auditor General of the Federation alongside the Minister of Finance and Agriculture over the disbursement of funds for agricultural programs between 2015 and 2025. The lawmakers expressed dissatisfaction with the documentation and noted significant gaps in accountability records presented during the committee's hearing at the National Assembly. Chairman of the committee, Jamo Aminu, highlighted the Office of the Auditor General's failure to provide audited report on several subsidy and intervention programs within the period under review. Aminu emphasized that the committee expects full audit documentation to track disbursement, utilization, and outcomes of schemes aimed at boosting food production, supporting farmers, and enhancing national food security. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilori. We'll go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news. Don't go away, please.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilori. Now we move on from the local scene and move on to the foreign stories. French President Emmanuel Macron has invited his Chadian counterpart to Paris as both countries seek to renew and improve future relations. The verbal invitation was delivered to President Mohamed Deby by France's ambassador to Chad, Eric Gerald, during a meeting at the presidential palace in the capital, N'Djamena. In a statement, Chad's presidency said Deby accepted the invitation, although it made no mention of when the visit would take place. It follows a sharp downturn in Franco-Chadian military relations after Chad abruptly ended its defense agreement with France in November 2024. Still on the foreign scene. Firefighters in Australian city of Victoria are battling at least 6 major fires as a record-breaking heat wave hits the country's southeast. 2 fires are currently burning at emergency level, according to local broadcaster. Several communities have been issued emergency warning to either evacuate. Fire officials warn that the situation is changing rapidly and have asked the locals to stay up to date with the latest warnings. The Bureau of Meteorology says the parts of the state are seeing all-time temperature highs, with one area hitting a high of 48.9 Celsius. Chris Adderman, the chief fire officer at Forest Fire Management Victoria, told reporters that the state's heat condition were making conditions incredibly difficult for firefighters. And that into foreign news. Up next is our business news.
Diamond FM, business news.
In our business update today, Dangote Refinery has announced a 100 naira per litre increase of the retail price of premium motor spirits nationwide. The company disclosed this in a statement. Dangote gantry price of petrol is now sold at 799 naira per litre, while the retail price at 839 naira per litre, up from 699 and 739 naira per litre, sold since December last year. Dangote's fuel price hike may trigger a petrol price hike across the country's downstream sector. Recall that Aliko Dangote, the president of the refinery, had in December last year said that its 739 naira per litre retail fuel price would persist nationwide to edge out importers. And that into business news. Up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment news today, the Nigerian Film Corporation NFC has congratulated Tony Abraham on the remarkable success of a directorial debut over Sabianti, which has grossed over 1 billion naira at the box office. In a statement on Instagram, NFC CEO Dr. Ali Nuhu praised the film's cultural relevance, strong distribution strategy, and the growing cinema-going culture in Nigeria. He noted that over Sabianti showcases the power of locally rooted stories and strategic marketing in achieving extraordinary reach and impact. The NFC acknowledged the collective efforts behind the project and looks forward to more industrial milestones, reinforcing the message that Nigerian filmmakers can build big films. That ends our entertainment news, and up next is
Diamond FM Sports News.
From the exciting world of sport today, Super Eagles captain Wilfred Ndidi has lost his father, Sunday Ndidi. Sunday Ndidi passed away today after a road accident. The retired military officer was involved in an accident in Omonike, Delta State. He was taken to a hospital in Agbo, which is also in Delta State, and later confirmed dead by doctors. The sad news was shared today by Besiktas, the club that Ndidi plays for in Turkey. The club expresses deep sadness after learning about the tragic death of their key midfielder's father. Ndidi took over from William Truss Ekong as Super Eagles captain and recently led Nigeria to a third-place finish at the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Still from the exciting world of sport, Shooting Stars defender Al Amin Tijani has expressed the club's determination to secure the maximum point against Ikorodu City in Lagos. The Oluyole Warriors will lock arms with Ikorodu City in a matchday 23 fixture at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Omonike, Lagos this weekend. Tijani said they are going on a revenge mission in the encounter. It could be recalled that the Shooting Stars were held to a 1-1 draw in the same fixture in Ibadan during the first stanza. And that's it from the exciting world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlight. President Tinubu seeks Senate approval to increase Court of Appeal justices. Senate President urged the 10th Senate to fast-track legislative agenda. Governor Abdulrazak congratulates Oloro on birth anniversary. On the foreign scene, France invites Chad president in bid to ease troubled relations. In business news, Dangote Refinery increases fuel price nationwide by 100 naira per litre. In entertainment news, Nigerian Film Corporation congratulates Tony Abraham on over Sabianti 1 billion naira milestone. And from the world of sports, Super Eagles captain Wilfred Ndidi loses father to road accident. about today in history. Did you know that on this day in 2002, an armory at the Ikeja military cantonment in Lagos, Nigeria, containing high-caliber bomb exploded? Now, you know, for information about happenings around you, kindly contact them at the FM newsroom number on 091 60 62 7526. One more time, 091 60 62 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi, and my name is Omonike. Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station, and please stand by for the news in Yoruba language. Good evening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
Radio made for you. 0.7 FM.
Anywhere you did, you're in city with your side.
Diamond FM.
Diamond FM
88.7.
It's always split for your ear.
Whether you the motel, you the house, but I said number one, no doubt. 88.7 FM. 88.7. We shining bright. Diamond, your radio, your voice, your choice. Diamond FM. 88.7. We shining bright. Diamond, your radio, your voice, your choice.
88.7 FM.
Radio made for you.